I had just came across this story a couple days ago, and I was trying to see if anything changed, and it hasn't, but I'm going to share it with you. It happened in Jackson, Mississippi on June 10th, 2017. I hate it because that's actually my birthday, June 10th. And this heinous crime, I'll think about it on my birthday. His name is Jerome Jackson, 30-year-old man, again, who was living in Jackson. He was quiet. He kept to himself. He had a large family. He was one of 9 siblings. He himself was working on his own family. He had 3 small children at the time. To better himself, he was currently enrolled at JSU with a 3.0 grade point average. He was working on his master's. He'd already had his bachelor's. A decapitated head was found, they say, on a random porch of a home. And the police had asked the homeowner if he knew the victim and was unaware if there was any connection. Now, some articles say that it was actually the victim's home. The rest of the victim's body was found in a wooded area by children. Chief Lee Vance of the Jackson Police Department, he said, quote, "Rage was an ingredient. Perhaps some type of message sending," end quote. That was before they would find out that this severed head belonged to Jeremy. And that was his torso that was found in the wooded area a mile away. The autopsy reports would read that Jeremy was shot in the leg, which was non-fatal. Then he was decapitated, and it's believed that he was actually alive during the decapitation. Shocking, bizarre, and brutal is what the police are calling this. Law enforcement suspect that this heinous crime was committed by the MS-13 gang, which has been confirmed to be in Mississippi. There's drug trafficking that has become a problem, they say, and they do not know if this crime was drug-related, but says it's consistent with the violence that had occurred with the cartels. There was a $20,000 reward that was offered with any kind of arrest made or information so that an arrest could be made. And they actually said that they were going to solve the crime, and among others. However, it's been 5 years now. This happened again, June 10th, 2017. So we're going on 5 years now, and I haven't heard anything. And I'm pretty sure that whatever crimes have happened in that area, I'm pretty sure that this is still one of the most gruesome and horrible crimes that have happened, and I'm pretty sure there has been whispers about what has happened to this young man. To shoot him in his leg was to basically disable him so that he couldn't run, and then I believe he was brought to that wooded area and decapitated, where they burned his body and put his head on that porch. Now, I looked at all the articles, and there aren't much. There's like 1 or 2 articles, and there aren't many. So I looked at all of them, and I still haven't saw whose house that they left his head on. They said a person that knew that knew one of Jeremy's siblings had actually took a picture of it and sent it to the brother and asked him, is this your brother? And I could only imagine what he thought, said, did. I can only imagine. And then the police would come to this house. But there aren't many articles, so it leaves you thinking, to do something like this. It was rage. It was something that they did. And to leave it there, they were trying to definitely scare somebody, just to leave a head somewhere. But, I've read other crimes where a couple had did that. They left body parts of a woman around to scare another woman that they had an interest in, but she left them and they were scaring her to come back. So they left body parts of a hooker that they had purchased, and then they attacked her and killed her, and they started leaving these body parts around to anyone's house, because they knew that the police were going to be called. So it could have possibly been a random house. But why this guy? 30, quiet, bettering himself for his children. It just makes no sense, but it's one small part that's missing, and obviously the people that committed this crime, and I'm pretty sure it was more than one. I'm pretty sure that they knew what they were doing. But, we've waited longer for crimes to have been solved. And I've never said this before, but I have a feeling that this one will be solved. It may take a few more years, give or take. But I think it will. Because it's just too horrible. My condolences to his parents and his siblings and his children. Justice for Jeremy. Horrible, horrible crime.